Good early Tuesday morning. We're taking a look at some weather maps and some computer models that actually suggest that we're going to have to do a little bit of surface treatment for today. And it'll be the first time in quite a while that we've had to go out. So it'll be interesting to see how this particular storm develops. Although for us here in the Belleville, Western Wayne, Washtenaw County area, certainly appears to be a little bit of a lesser event than it is for places further to the west and the north. Probably if you were to slice the state of Michigan, northwest and southeast, kind of half and half. Areas north of Lansing, north of Grand Rapids, going to see a significant icing, probably an ice storm type setup. Further to the southeast here, we will see some icing, but we don't look for the amount of precipitation to be as great. Still, ice is ice and slippery is slippery, so we will have to deal with the pavements and such, but that's kind of what these maps are indicating. This first map here showing us the 7 a.m. outlook with the precipitation just coming across the Michigan-Ohio border. Some of it still not quite reaching the ground, but definitely moving this way. The air is saturating, and in the next frame we'll see that moisture has fully encompassed the area. Here's the projected model for around 7 o'clock this evening. A little bit hard to see the state of Michigan, but here it is in the areas of blue and green. The green off to the west, significantly more precipitation than the darker green and blue that we're seeing here over on the east side of the state. At this point, by this time of the evening, most of it is turning over to rain and will be rain through the nighttime as temperatures will remain pretty steady. This area of low pressure will continue to move up toward the north and the northeast and gradually clear the state, and when it does, the rainfall will come to an end and we'll get some more cool air on the backside of that system. But it's mainly rain for us through the evening and the overnight hours, and this shows us at about 7 o'clock tonight. This model takes us to first thing Tuesday morning, and we can see at that point in time the low pressure system pretty much up over northern Michigan, and you can see the shift in the winds coming around, this drier air pocket here showing where the bulk of the moisture has pushed off eastward and northeastward already, and we will see diminishing winds without a moving map. We'll see diminishing winds, and behind it a little bit of snow moisture, perhaps a snow shower mixed with a little bit of rain as we get on toward the end of the day, Tuesday and Tuesday night. But this will be pretty inconsequential. Wanted to take a quick look at radar at this point just to see how things are progressing, and this radar is not the Detroit radar. We've gone down to the Indianapolis, Indiana radar. It gives us a better perspective of how things are moving toward Michigan, and we can see there's a couple of trends. One is in this upper area, the northern portion of Indiana and into northwest Ohio, where the precipitation is just kind of getting started. Areas in the very lightest blue, precip not reaching the ground yet, but as we start to see some darker blues, that is going to be some mixed precipitation. And we get further down into the state and also back across eastern Illinois, and this is a rain-snow mix through here, and expect the green areas to deposit quite a bit more as we get on into the midday period here of some rain and possibly some freezing rain in places, especially during that time frame when it'll be most noted that we will see the potential for some slippery conditions across the Wayne-Washtenaw County areas. So with all the information that we're currently looking at here this morning and knowing what lies ahead in some of the forecast models that we'll see later on this morning, expecting what we'll see anyway, weather briefings are giving this a winter weather warning of a low to moderate impact for about 1/10 of an inch of ice possible in many places. There's going to be enough of a freezing rain coating, fairly widespread, to make things pretty slippery. And again, it only takes a little bit to get pretty hazardous and have to be out there treating pavements. And that's where I think we're going to be. Some places, especially northwest of here, may catch a couple tenths of an inch of ice, and that would be a little bit more of a moderate winter weather warning. But generally speaking, we are in the blue area. Areas off to the west, Lansing, Grand Rapids, points north, a significant impact winter storm warning up there for more ice, potential for damage with the ice and the gusty winds that'll be coming in across the state as well. So we are looking at 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of ice here, and the continuous treatment needed for a while from late morning through the early evening time before temperatures get to and stay above the freezing mark, and we see some rain overnight. We'll update this video later on into the morning, midday or so, as conditions warrant. Thanks again for checking in.